Grade 3 Science. Invertebrates. Vocabulary. Invertebrates are animals that don't have spines. Symmetry is when you can draw a line down the middle of something and both sides are the same. Pores. Pores are little holes in the skin. It's like when you wash your face with soap, you're washing the dirt out of the pores or the holes in your skin. Tentacles are the arms of an octopus or jellyfish or even a squid. Abdomen is the back part of an insect. You can see in the picture the insect has 3 body parts. The head, then the middle is called the thorax, and the back part is the abdomen. Let's read. Remember, in today's reading, this is a pretty difficult book to read. Don't worry if you don't understand everything. Science is meant to be interesting and fun. There are no tests for our science class. It's just so you guys can learn new things about the world. Invertebrates are spineless animals. That means they have no backbone. Feel the bumps in the middle of your back. The bones of your backbone or spine are called vertebrae. Animals with a spine are called vertebrates. You are a vertebrate, but most animals are invertebrates. Invertebrates have many things in common. You already know they have no spine, but they have other things in common too. Like all animals, invertebrates have more than one cell. All invertebrates move their body in some way. Invertebrates need oxygen, but they do not breathe as we do. Most invertebrates have symmetry. That means the sides of their body look alike. Invertebrates can't make their own heat. They are cold-blooded. Most invertebrates make young with sperm from males and eggs from females. Invertebrates eat to stay alive. In this book, you will learn about some groups of invertebrates. You will find out how they move and eat. Invertebrates have things in common, but they are very different too. A fruit fly is smaller than a grain of rice. A giant squid can be as long as a bus. Centipedes eat worms. Butterflies drink from flowers. Bees fly and crabs crawl. Earth has many, many kinds of invertebrates. Scientists classify or group animals by the things they have in common. Animals are either vertebrates or invertebrates. Each kind is made up of smaller groups. Read on to learn about some groups of invertebrates. Sponges are invertebrates not quite like the others. Their bodies have only one kind of cell and no symmetry. A young sponge can swim, but an adult sponge stays in one spot. A sponge takes food from the water. The water enters tiny holes called pores in the sponge. That is why this group is called porifera. Cnidarians have stinging tentacles. Sea jellies, corals, and sea anemones are in this group. Sea jellies may also be called jellyfish, but they are not fish. Remember, fish are vertebrates. Sea jellies are shaped like umbrellas. They catch food from the water with their very long tentacles. Corals also use tentacles to catch food. These tiny invertebrates live close together. A group of them can grow very large. A piece of coral sometimes looks like a rock. A sea anemone uses a kind of foot to stay in one place. Around its mouth are many tentacles that wave in the water to catch food. Ichnoderms are ocean invertebrates that have rough skin. Sea urchins, sea stars, and sand dollars are in this group. Ichnoderms have tiny feet that help them crawl and eat. Sea urchins look like pincushions. They have a round body with long, sharp spikes. Some sea urchins eat tiny green plants. Others eat tiny animals. Most of these animals have a body with 5 parts that look alike. You can see these parts in the sand dollar on page 12. Sea stars, or starfish, like to eat clams. Their strong arms pull open the shells to get the clam meat. Sea stars can live in tide pools or in deep water. They can also live in very cold water or near hot water vents on the ocean floor. Mollusks have a strong body. They may live in water or on land. Some mollusks, such as octopuses, have a soft body covering. Others have a hard shell. Octopuses have 8 arms. They use them to catch fish and shrimp for food. They are also very smart. Octopuses and squids swim fast by shooting water from their body. Not all mollusks are fast. Land snails and slugs are slow. They make slime to help them slide. Snails and slugs have a special tool in their mouth that helps them eat as they move. Snails have one shell, but mollusks, called bivalves, have 2. Oysters and clams are in this second group. Some bivalves swim by clapping their shells. Most of them eat food from water that passes through their gills. Worms are invertebrates too. There are many different groups of worms. Let's take a closer look at one worm group, the annelids. Earthworms have a long, soft body. As they dig and eat dirt, they make holes in the ground. The holes help air get into the soil, which helps plants grow. A leech is another annelid. It feeds on blood. Earthworms, leeches, and other annelids move in waves. Arthropods are invertebrates with a hard, skin-like shell. Their body has different parts, and their legs can bend. Insects are arthropods with 3 body parts. They have 2 antennae and 6 legs. They use their legs to run, jump, swim, and even to make sounds. Many also have wings. Insects come from eggs. Their body changes shape 3 or 4 times during their life. Ants, beetles, and flies are just a few of the different kinds of insects. Most animals on Earth are insects. Some insects are pollinators. When they drink from flowers, they pick up and carry pollen to other flowers. Many plants could not make fruit without the help of insects. Spiders, ticks, mites, and scorpions are in a group of arthropods called arachnids. All these animals have a special mouth to help them eat other animals. Spiders have 8 legs for walking and climbing. Their body has 2 parts. The front part has the eyes, mouth, and legs. The back part is the abdomen. Spiders make webs to catch insects. Webs are also used as nests for young spiders. Crustaceans are arthropods that have many pairs of walking legs. Most live in water. Crabs, lobsters, crayfish, and shrimp are in this group. These invertebrates eat many foods, such as fish, mollusks, worms, and plants. Millipedes and centipedes are also arthropods. They look like worms, but they have many legs. Centipedes have 2 front claws to put poison into animals they eat. And these are just some interesting facts about invertebrates. You can read this on your own if you are interested in finding out more information about different invertebrates. Invertebrates have a lot in common. They also have many differences. Earth has many more invertebrates than vertebrates. Most invertebrates are much smaller than humans, but together they would weigh more than all the people in the world. Invertebrates are very important. They may be spineless, but they are the backbone of the natural world. So now for these questions, I'll read you the question and give you a few minutes or a few seconds to think about the answer. What are 3 examples of animals that are invertebrates? Insects, octopus, worm, those are only 3 types of invertebrates. But remember, there are many, many invertebrates in the world. So there are many different answers you could have for this question. What are the 3 things invertebrates have in common? Invertebrates all have more than one cell, invertebrates all move, and invertebrates need oxygen. But again, there are many answers you could have for this question. Remember, all invertebrates are also cold-blooded. They also have no spine. How do earthworms help plants? Earthworms help plants by making holes in the dirt that let air into the ground. How many body parts do insects have? Insects have 3 body parts. How many legs do spiders have? Spiders have 8 legs. How do spiders catch their food? Spiders make webs to catch food. Good job!